Hey, what's up? Thanks for hopping in the car with Christian Addiction Recovery, channel where like-minded individuals that face similar struggles can come so that we can learn and discuss new ways to live our best life possible and overall become the best versions of ourselves. So guys, you really got to stay away from your triggers. If you don't know what your triggers are, you need to write them down. You need to identify them. You need to set boundaries of where you're not supposed to go and what you're not supposed to do and who you're not supposed to be around. And then you need to enforce those boundaries. Stay away from your triggers. And all triggers are not able to be stayed away from. However, we can be proactive with staying away from as many as we can. Now, there are three kinds of triggers. There is emotional, there is environmental, and then there is social. Okay. And now I could be wrong on any of this stuff. If you doubt me in any way, comment down below. Let's start a conversation. Okay. But environmental would be your situation, your work situation, your housing situation, the people that are at your house, the pressures that you are being put on from your external environment. Now, social situations would be people in your life, like I was just saying, those people that are bringing that romanticizing the drug use out of you, okay? So bringing those people around are going to trigger you into those old neural pathways. So make changes, keep certain people out of your life. If you find yourself wanting to go drink or do drugs or whatever it is, after you hang out with that person, well, then guess what? You need to stop hanging out with that person. Like I said, a year, 2 years. It doesn't have to be forever. Maybe sometimes it is forever, but make a change for yourself. Give yourself some worth and realize that you're worth keeping your boundaries. And the environmental triggers, I've got a whole video for that. That's coming up next. So make sure you check that. I'll leave a link in the description down below after I shoot it. That way you can go check it out. So I'm not going to get into that now. But then the other one is emotional triggers. Okay. Now, we all know these: frustration, right? Hunger, anger, loneliness, tired, right? Y'all know the acronym HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. These are these emotions that used to trigger you into drug use that are going to do the same thing when you start experiencing them. So it is very important when you start experiencing these negative emotions that you start recognizing that, hey, I'm on thin ice. I need to adjust some things. I need to get myself back to that peace. Okay, so we know some signs and we know some triggers. So we know what we need to stay away from. Well, how do we stay away from that? I'm glad you asked. Thanks for sticking around. All right. So we need a community. We need to be proactive with staying in communication with people that are in recovery, or that people that understand that you are in recovery, that we are in recovery. Pastors, accountability partners, therapists. Everybody needs a therapist. Look, if you've never been to a therapist, I don't care if you've got everything together in your life, go to a therapist. I'm almost 99% sure that if you find the right therapist, it's going to change your life. So friends, family, community, and I said this before, but keep your schedule full. Find good, healthy hobbies, good, healthy activities, and fill your schedule with them. Fill it into your routine. Have some extra, so that way if you have some free time, you know what you're going to do. Make a plan also. I said this before. Don't tempt yourself. Set boundaries. Don't go to certain places. Don't drive down certain streets. Don't talk to certain people. Again, it doesn't have to be forever, but for a time. Get yourself away from those neural pathways that are going to drag you into addiction. And this is a good rule of thumb, guys. When you start recovery, stay away from any new relationships, like romantically, for a while. The best relationship advice that I could ever give, and I've had a lot of failed relationships, so I'm not saying that I got it all together, but work on yourself. You hear all these dating coaches telling you things that you should do to get a girl or whatever. And the only thing that you should do is become the best version of yourself. Because if you're faking who you are to get somebody else, when the truth comes to the light, they're going to leave you. It's going to be over. So be the best that you can so that you can be authentic. And then that authentic you, God will bring the very, very most perfect person into your life. But you have to work on yourself. It all starts with you, us. We change the entire world by changing ourselves. And the cool thing that I've gotten a revelation of over the last couple of years is when you change yourself, your perspective on the world changes. So your world literally does change. Everything in the world gets better. You change the world by changing yourself, or at least the way you see it. And hey, you're the one that has to live in the world that you live in. So if your perspective of it is better, then guess what? You changed your world. And the next thing is, guys, make a plan on how you're going to celebrate. If you're living life to the fullest, you're going to want to go to celebrations. You're going to want to go to weddings, and you're going to want to experience community and things of that sort, birthday parties. But make a plan on how you're going to do it ahead of time. You know, don't just say you'll wing it when you get there or whatever. Say, hey, look, I'm going to drink lemonade all night. Bring your own lemonade. Bring your favorite drink. Whatever you got to do. You know, you can always you can even make like a virgin strawberry daiquiri and bring your own stuff or whatever you're going to do. But make a plan. You know, whatever you need. I don't need to do that. I don't care. I'll drink water while everybody else is drinking now. But I used to want to fit in, things like that. And hey, if you're still there and you want to fit in a little bit, make a virgin strawberry daiquiri and sip on that all night. But make a plan for yourself. Don't set yourself up for failure. Hey, and I almost forgot, guys, work on your coping mechanisms. Now, I'm not going to go into any of those right now. That's pretty much everything we talk about on this channel. So subscribe, hit that red button. You see that where, if it's still red, click it, add a D on the end. Welcome to the family. Join the crew. We're going to do some good things together, all right? And the first thing that we're going to do is change our lives. So smash the like for me. Just 1, 2 times. Not two. Smash the like one time. One time for. Thank you. Appreciate you. And share it around. This is good information. Let's get the algorithm realizing it as well. Hey, if you're still here at the very end of the video, comment down below plankton. All right, I don't know. Whatever. All right, I'll see you next time. Peace.